And we are live
Woo!
and bringing back your shots
Oh, yes.
with two awesome people tonight. I got Dustin Brunell and I got Mike Jimmy. How are you guys?
Oh, we're the red beard crew in here, so we're down.
No, I mean
No.
I got orange
Oh,
hair going on right now, so
It's fine,
Yeah, we'll let you slide. It's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll let you hang out with us. We like you.
you better. I'm awesome.
You?
You get to hang out.
You're
Now-
on my show. I can boot you. Remember that.
We could just get Varian to have red hair, and we'd all be.
Yeah, I think for variants just have red hair, we just have to bleach it for a really short while, and it should turn red.
Oh,
It should.
we
But
can
I
do it while
mean,
he's sleeping. I'm down for that.
no, unfortunately, he can't dye his hair because of
Yeah.
autoimmune disease. He gets
Right
the
on, right.
sores in his head. But he can put on a wig or he can do braided extensions.
Totally sending him a wig now. 100% sending him a wig.
Braids. I love those.
Yeah, it's definitely going wig town though, because that's cheaper than braids. So it's wigs. I'm down.
As long as you can know how to braid, it's not that bad, If Lola knows how to braid, it's just a couple of hours of work.
Yeah, a couple. It takes me about 3 hours to braid my son's hair.
Oh Lord,
Mhm.
ain't nobody got no time for that. That's a long time. I don't have time.
I actually have had them. So I had my hair dyed black,
Mhm.
and I had full on half-meter long dreads in braided.
I've seen the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready to go. Let it all hang out tonight.
Showing your mane tonight again.
Yeah, we're gonna let it all hang out. Bring it out. Bring it out, my ginger brethren. Bring it out.
Oh god.
Ugh. So how have
The
you guys
souls
been?
have left the building.
How are your? I've been watching both your campaigns. They are doing good. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
No,
I'm excited.
Yeah, I think they're both doing really well. I mean, I keep up with everybody's stuff going on as well. I think they're doing really, really well. I'm happy about it. I mean, to say the least.
Now we're just gonna keep rolling. And yeah, I know Dustin is as well, and honestly, nothing but respect for both of you. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, man. I think this is our year, man.
Oh yeah.
The ginger year is coming. Prepare yourselves.
I haven't even put my stuff out for the year yet. There's gonna be about 4 things coming out.
That's what's
Nice.
up. I've got 10 books scheduled for this year.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
Holy crap.
hoping to get more than that, but that's my minimum I'm trying to put out this year. I mean, year one we put out 8, so if I can put out 10, I'll feel good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably looking at 5 books.
Oh, yeah, man.
From Core 5. So we got scripts up to issue 10.
I love it.
And Nefarious should start writing his script soon as well, because he took the Make Your Own Laugh and Cora story on issue 4.
Love it. Yeah.
Really looking forward to that. I really want to see what he comes up with and be like, yeah, dude.
That's so much fun. That's so much fun, dude. Because we've got right now we just picked we got with 7 indie writers. And I gave them beginning, middle, and end to short stories and let them go ham with the creation of these stories. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We've got that in the works.
That's so cool.
Guys, we got a drink.
Let's drink.
Oh, boy.
We already got a backer on BGD.
Woo, let's go. I'm down.
Cheers, my lovelies, to the friends we'll make and the memories we won't remember.
Hey, I am down to not. I like to remember. I mean.
Oh my god.
Max, there is a YouTube stream. It's on my stream because this is not part of IndieVolt.
Max, we love Max. Max does amazing projects. Max,
yes. Max, you rock.
He does amazing projects. Oh man. Serious business.
I know, right?
Goodness.
There's the YouTube link in the chat for people.
Right on. Let me grab that real quick. Oh yeah, I already got it. I found a link
Yeah,
already.
Backer Shots is not part of Indie Vault because of the drinking and everything. And our sponsors don't want that. Even though we have weed sponsors and all kinds of other stuff on Indie Vault, but
hey man, everybody's got a thing, dude. So check this out. I have broken my own code of conduct with BGD. I always said I was going to not give. Well, how do I put it? I've always said I was going to not give you guys excessive amounts of anything that was in the title, like excessive amounts. I think there's a lot of nudity in this issue, to be honest with you. And normally I love it. I absolutely love it. There's but when we went into If It Hops, you know what? I'm going to share a page with you real quick.
Yeah, because I can't share right now because I have my Jimmy's up.
Sure. Yeah. Let me find this. Let me find this page real quick from If It Hops. I'm so thrilled with it that I can't even begin to.
Max, my channel name is Lola the Indie Princess. I
Lola
posted the links.
Indie Princess. Oh, I have to censor all my stuff, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. All right. I'll bring up censored images. All right, here we go. Hold on, let me share my page or my screen. No. There's the first page from If It Hops. I think the art's I think
I love that one.
I've seen the uncensored of that. It was good.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That brings me back to my watching Robin Hood as 12-year-old days.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think people are gonna dig it, man. I really do think people are gonna get down with it. Oh, Shikari, what's up, Shikari?
Hey.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think BGD and If It Hops do well together. That was the reason that we brought If It Hops onto this campaign, because we thought that people that vibed with one would also vibe with the other one.
Yeah, totally.
The anthropomorphic thing is super relevant nowadays, and I mean, especially with them bringing back Space Jam. Man, look, when we were kids, Lola Bunny was super sexy, right? Like, super sexy. And we got like, what's going on, SK? Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
I'm going to say this because as someone that has the character tattooed on their body.
I didn't get Lola for no reason.
I have her tattooed on my calf in BDSM attire.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, so... But there's a
picture didn't happen. I want to see that now.
I'll show it to you. I'll shoot you a picture of it. It's cool. Had a lot of fun with it. She's bent over a chair on my calf.
Nice.
But when we were kids, the character was very sexy, and when they brought her back, it was like this. Yeah, it wasn't much like what I remembered. So
yeah.
When man, absolutely right. So when I came back. Oh, hey, let me ask you this. How are they about drawn nudity? Like, Facebook's got this thing now where, like, if it's drawn, they don't flip the shit.
YouTube and Twitch, no.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get the other one then. I'll show you guys the cover. Well, not censored, but I'll show the one that's gotten the most attention so far.
It's nice to meet you too.
They're great people. ES is my letterer. He has worked with me since the listener issue too. Great dude. Let me show you guys this image. I'm super thrilled with it. I mean, I know most of you guys that follow me have seen it, but
oh yeah,
I love it. I mean, it's Blade and Hunter's artwork with David Ocampos colors. I mean, just the little nuances like the solar flare and the glints off the metal beams and stuff. Really, really cool stuff. I'm excited about the character. I think that people will vibe with her. She's very relatable. Right, that lens flare though. She's very, very relatable. Because she's fun, she's quirky. really silly type of character. But when it comes down to it, there's game face time. And all we've shown you guys so far is this like sweet version of this character, dancing in the shower, chilling outside, whatever. But you guys get to see she goes ham, not to diss any of the porcine characters that you see in the book, but she gets a little wild, Oh man, they're so much fun. She's such a great character. I mean, we've put together quite a story for that character.
No, if you're 11, it's not for you.
Yeah, probably not. They've censored me already. See, so I mean, I'm already having to behave. I guess that's what I was told. I didn't know anything about the furry stuff, but as soon as I put out BGD, everybody was like, well, you're doing scaly books. And I was like, I had never even heard the term. You know what I mean? I was like, it's anthropomorphic characters. I just, they're fun. They fit our world. And
one of my 8 commissions from my furry days.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know that was a thing. We were that's awesome. I'm glad to convert you now that I know what it is, because but we did. We have a lot of fun with the characters.
I put out a A to Z fetish book.
Did you really?
Yeah, with lore.
I know that. Oh well, I mean, I didn't know that's what it was considered A to Z fetish book.
No, lore. I did lore, and then I did 2 add-on books.
Oh, gotcha. Here's JT's cover. Speaking of anthropomorphic, yes, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, he's so cool, man. He's a great guy to work with. And one thing that he was saying was, he was like, I want to make sure we get babes, gore, and dinosaurs in it. So I was like, man, that's dope. But we've got a lot of really cool, like, the scaly thing. I had no idea, dude. Like, I had no idea it was a thing. And then what you guys can do, if you go to my Facebook page and you look up Ethereal Comics, I post, Mike and Lola will both tell you, I put the stuff on the Ethereal page, and you can see it because I've already had it out with Facebook, and because of the fact that we own the product and that we're only showing the line work, they don't have a problem with me posting on it.
Yeah. Why don't you show your campaign?
Yeah,
so people can see it.
Right on. Let me see if I can find it and push the right button and not the wrong one again.
But we need more backers, guys. We are ready to drink.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to pop off. So
look, it's 3 a.m. I'm still up after waking up at like 6 a.m.
Here we go. All right. So here's the campaign. Let me close. Oh, I can't close that, I don't think. Can I? Yeah, I can. All right, so we're $5,554 so far, guys. We appreciate it. 115 backers with 17 days to go. And I'm going to click the button, which is awesome because I had no idea this video was coming when I got it. So ES actually worked on this video. Thanks again, SK. But here we go.
Piece of tail. How may I serve you?
How's it going? My name is Dustin Brunell, founder of Ethereal Publications. My team and I are pleased to bring you Babes, Gore, and Dinosaurs Issue 2. This exciting return to Center City is sexy, gory, and oh so predatory. Everything you can hope for in a multiplex horror is here. Pre-order on Kickstarter today.
But yeah, so we started working on it. The first issue, we're moving into the second issue. The second issue picks up with Ricky, and he's going to a sauna to chill out, and decisions he made in the second book or the first book are catching up to him in the second one. This is the first image of Agent C that we actually finished. Like a lot of fun with that one. And then we talked a little bit about team members. Now we're at 29 team members for Ethereal Comics.
Wow.
And growing by the day. like literally growing by the day. Here's actually pages 1 and 2 of the book. Some samples and whatnot. Love the samples. I'm a big fan of Bladen's work. I mean, he works on 3 of my books now, so it's really cool to see his different styles and stuff. And then you got David Ocampo, who colors several of my books, working on these as well. Great dudes to work with. Super solid. Super fun to work with too, man. They make the job fun. You know, it's a good time working with them. And they both like pick my brain, like, and I love that. You know, I love being able to shoot the shit and hang out and whatnot. This is actually where we're about to go into this phase where we call it towelless, because in page 4, Ricky is towelless from 4 to 24. So you guys get Naked Dino John Wick for 20 issues or 20 pages. And here's the first interior page from If It Hops. Beautiful stuff. Like, and I love how different, like, it's the same 2 dudes working on both these books, you know. I love the differences, you know, how you do get bunny hoo-ha and whatnot in this book, which is great. And we're closing in on our next stretch goal, which is the chibi wild version of the chibi print of Maya. So our wild versions, I got really tired of saying NSFW or nude covers and whatnot. So now everything that involves nudity or mature content is a wild version for us. And not only when we hit 6K are you guys getting the chibi, but we're unlocking a cover that we'll make available with 50, and it's only going to be limited to 50. It's going to be great, super awesome. And then when we hit 8K, not only are we adding the sticker, but we're also adding 6 additional full-colored pages from the book, taking it from 24 to 30.
Nice.
Super stoked about that. And then getting into the covers, this is Bladen's cover A with Ricky, Maya, and Eve on it. All this was done by Russ. Russ is Cassie's such a good dude. You know, he did all this stuff. Great guy. He built the page and everything with me. And he did the colors for that cover. And then we get down into Bladen's second cover. This cover is really cool to me because you don't see wraparounds very often anymore. So I wanted to make it a different type of wraparound. So this is actually the front and this is the back.
Nice. I like that.
And it's minimalistic, you know, so yeah, we wanted to do something fun with it.
I did a wraparound on a graphic novel.
That's right, for sure. And then we've got Jen's cover, which is an homage to Mike DeBalfo. It's actually colored now, and it looks great. It's in the updates, if I'm not mistaken.
It's in the graphic of the background.
It is. Yeah, there you go. It is. I forgot. Sure is. And there's the wild version of that one. And then, okay, so something really cool is, as a creator, I've been a fan for almost all of my life, right? So when this particular book came out, I was like, man, I really want to get Devin Massey on the book. And when I reached out to him, for those of you who don't know Devin Massey, he's been doing Cave Woman for years, you know. And I was like, man, if anybody could draw dinosaurs and chicks and pinups and stuff, it's got to be Devin, right? So I reached out, and he was super excited about it and wanted to do it. So, yeah, love that cover. And then, of course, we've got our buddy Steph Wilson. You know, he's got a couple covers on this campaign. And there's his wild version. And then going down, we've got JT's. And then JT's wild version. I love what he did. He just extended these barrels. How cool is that? like he didn't do anything crazy. He just pushed the barrels out a little bit further. I just thought it was super ingenious for a cover. A lot of fun. And then Kara is back with us for she was on the first issue. Now she's on the second. She'll be moving on with more books from us in the future. Really stoked about that. It came out really pretty.
I need to get into cosplay covers.
Man, they're so much fun.
Yes, you do.
And then going down, we got April Reyna's. April's such a talent. Really
if anyone wants a cosplay cover from me, let me know.
There you go. Holla at me about them cosplay covers. So yeah, she did one with Maya on the Roof that was a lot of fun. And then this is Bladen's cover for the If It Hops preview. This particular cover, we only ran 100, and I think we've got less than 40 left. So if you guys want to get in on that, I'm never printing this cover again. It is a full-size comic, though it is 8-page preview. And then there's a nude or a wild version of that. Don't ask me how to get it yet because I don't know how we're putting it out. And then here's the If It Hops set from Steph Wilson and Carrie Ann. Beautiful stuff, man. They came out super cute. Always love their stuff. And then you've got, our T-shirts and whatnot. Then you got the Bitty Titty shirt. Love that one. That's everybody's favorite.
Yes.
Everybody's favorite. They're all scared to wear it. You know what I mean? So I made sure I printed a couple. Mad fun. And then the one cool thing about the add-ons is not only do we do foils, and they're beautiful, beautiful foils, we also do medals. And the medals are really, really cool as well. One other interesting thing we did right now, because we did cut out international shipping for this campaign, and this is the first time we've done that. We went in and we made every bit of our library accessible in PDFs. You can get that as in itself, or you can get that as an add-on. We've also gone in and added just about every issue we have. Our whole library is available. And I mean, I couldn't be more thrilled with it, guys. In a week, less than a week's time, the whole book will be finished. So it'll definitely be out early. You guys will get it earlier than expected. So super, super stoked about it.
We need to get those backers up.
Man, for sure.
Where's everybody at?
Shikari said he's been banned. Dude, I can imagine though. I can imagine Shikari, because it's funny to me, like how many little words can get you banned. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, look, wild sounded real safe to me. You know what I mean? Like people aren't going to be like, oh, it's tied to a sexual theme or tied to anything like that. And I was like, wow, let's do that. So mad excited.
When I did my campaign, I had to say for a stretch goal, foil wrappers. And that was the foil wrapper.
Right on. That's dope. That's so dope. I would love to do something like that, like a piece of tail themed condom wrapper. Like, I think that'd be just awesome.
There's an actual condom in there too.
Yeah, see, I would love to do that, man. I would absolutely love to do that.
I made my condoms look like the lore invite.
There you go. I'm not going to get drunk like this, though, guys. We got to.
I know, right?
Yeah, come on, guys. Give us a
I
love.
have shared out everywhere I know.
We've got to get torched.
If this guy can't convince you with, adorable, nude creatures.
That little dude might be able to. That little dude might be able to do it.
That's right. Oh, I'm starting to feel the fact that I'm awake for like 18 hours.
Well, I'll play your video first. How about that?
Sure thing.
Okay.
Play the video. Push the button. Dude, this is like some Secret of Nim shit. I need to know what's going on. Don't eat the little lizard guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
So Oxtan and Toy Fun, who are two tiny Eleni, who are literally the size of, between my fingers here.
Right.
are going on a very big adventure to find their friend. And they ask the help of an aquanid, which is a really big bug that can fly. And the bug agrees, so they go out to places they've never been before. And yeah, whether the adventure is too big for them, or if they will save their friend, you'll have to find out in the issue.
That's exciting. I love little teeny. I love scaly folks, so little teeny lizard people that are right up my alley.
It's adorable, 6-legged chameleon, tiny, like they make me so happy.
They're fun, man. That's awesome. So where did you get the idea for little lizard people?
You'll have to ask Martin Fisher, my writer, because
Okay.
I suck at making up making up stories. Like, absolutely, I have complete aphantasia. There is nothing in this head of mine.
Okay, right on.
Like, everything you see in the stories has been made by a different writer. I only do. I'm the word.
So cute.
Yes, I know.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I love that one. But yeah, like, they bring me an idea, and I'm going over that. Like, they pretty much give me an elevator pitch, and I'm like, okay, you got to change this and this a bit, otherwise the story won't be long enough, or
Right.
too long.
For sure.
And then they start scripting and send it in. I edit it like 2 or 3 times, going back and forth, and then I just start drawing, like, instantly into the art.
Right on.
And yeah, it's working really well. Fisher wrote Love and Korra 3 as well, so that's the little rock dude that everyone loves.
Right? Yeah. I'm a fan of the little rock guy.
He's adorable. I love him. So yeah, we're getting on with it, and it's already the 5th issue, so it's
That's exciting, dude. I mean, you guys have been working on this a couple years now?
Since 2018. So
yeah, man. Congratulations. It looks so good. Like, I've always, like I said, I'm a big fan of what's different. You know what I mean? It's always, if it's different, I'm in. When it comes to Kickstarter, I'm sure it'll be on Kickstarter again at some point. I will definitely be up on this book. Like I said, but Indiegogo doesn't even like to give me my own money, let alone give people my money. So
yeah, I'm probably gonna run it Kickstarter for the volume.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Artist is currently reworking issue 1 and 2 to get them, all set up with the same coloring style, because she only worked on it since issue 3.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Mike, did I tell you that there's a gentleman's club with dinosaur dancers in my book? Did I tell you that's a big deal in my book? It's one of the main places they hang out. There's a lot of drinking that goes on in there. I'm just going to put that out there.
I know that.
There's a lot of drinking that goes on in there.
I'm sure it's just drinking.
There's a lot of things going on in there.
Hey, a real gentleman knows how to use it.
That's right. Yeah, everybody is super kind that goes in there. We've only had one incident in there so far. The bouncer did get popped in the head in the first issue, so we had to get a new one for the second issue. But I think our new one, we're a little bit more prepared with our new bouncer. We've also got a new security system we're putting in at the end of the second issue. So you guys will like her. She's a lot of fun. And when I call the security system a she, a lot of people are taken aback by that. But if you read anything I write, you know that nothing is out of the scope of.
Sorry, I'm tagging you guys and stuff.
It's not. Nothing is out of the scope of our imagination. Like right now, one of the big themes is relationships between humans and saurians. And not only are those relationships, but we also have AI in our series. And how do people treat AI? Do they respect AI? Do they have positions? Are they treated like human beings or living beings? And the cool thing with our books is the AIs are created, yes, for purposes, but they are given free will when they're created. So that's a lot of fun. That's an interesting part of our series and adds nuance to it. We've also got what we call tank breads, and we haven't really talked a lot about it, but it's mentioned once in the first issue. Tank bread is now kind of used as an insult because it sounds it is exactly what it sounds like. Beings that are bred in tubes, to fulfill certain purposes. It's like almost like slave labor. They've been made to do a certain role, and it's been outlawed in our story for the past few years. So the terminology still exists. They're still like, you can tell a tank bred because they're perfect. From their features to their skin, everything about them is perfect. And the first conversation between Ricky and Eve before he hires her to work at Piece of Tail, he's literally like, "What's a tank bred like you doing out here in this side of town?" So, and she fires back with, she thinks, she didn't know talk like that was even around anymore, But the fact is, we don't know. Well, we haven't disclosed how old the character is or what the character is, where she's coming from, why she's come to a gentleman's club in the middle of nowhere looking for a job. You know what I mean? So, and also getting off on the people that are coming in looking for her later on in that first issue.
Just getting off?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I get it out of my mind to see one of the little comedian creatures just hollering money at one of the strippers.
Right. Yeah. I can do that. It's crossover cover. Yeah, I'm down for that. Man. That'd be fun. I'm down. I'll make it happen. It's fun because
I love that.
Yeah, dude. Like we live like right now, we do fun stuff, and I don't know if people see it half the time. I'm sure they do, but we do like posters of like our friends and stuff, and you'll see them like in the dressing room. Like I told Lola and Varian to pay attention to issue 4 when it pops out.
Nice.
It's going to be pretty funny, but there's a lot of stuff. We bring on a lot of talent. We work with a lot of really gifted individuals. And I mean, I like as a kid, I grew up with, Street Sharks and Transformers and Ninja Turtles and all that stuff. So it's very, we grew up with these in the 80s and 90s, with these anthropomorphic characters. Yes. My favorite X-Men was the Beast. I just thought he was the coolest guy. So smart, Hank McCoy, But then they one-upped him and they made the Dark Beast. And I remember thinking that was so cool. So, we started putting together the worlds, with things that we enjoyed, because The Listener was a very emotional series for us. So when we started putting this out, it was like, man, let's do our own, cyberpunk, really cool, gnarly books. So when we started working on If It Hops, it was like, man, BGD is so dark, the city's dark, the stories are dark. Let's make a bright world, right? So If It Hops is real bright, but it's just as gory, it's just as adult as BGD is. And, you've got a character that is being drugged into something that she's not prepared for. I mean, she's been a special agent for only like a year, but she's built her rep up. She's very popular, in the precinct. People like her, But now she's going to be drugged into this whole issue with this character called the Jackal. And in the preview, you guys will actually get to see a small montage of her going at it with the Jackal and a few other things. But there's so much more than what's beneath the surface with this book. I'm really, really excited about it. I'm also really thirsty, guys.
I know. I've been sharing everywhere in every group I know of.
I know. And I'm so thirsty. Whatever. I'm just going to get shitty and we'll keep talking.
Go for it.
By the end of the stream, we will be talking like this.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. Well, there's also other streams going on right now. You know what I mean? So it's whatever.
There you guys go. Caesar Crawford.
Whoa, Caesar Crawford. Do I know Caesar? Is he on my friends list?
Oh.
Do I know
Caesar, message me and I'll get your information to them.
Yeah, please do, dude. Always. You know, I'm always.
I might take you up on that offer too for an upcoming book.
Oh, I spelled his name wrong. Oops, my fault. Offered. I feel like I know the name.
Yeah, it does sound familiar.
No, I don't. Well, he's on your friends list already, Lola.
I know. That's why I said I told him to message me so I can get the information for you guys.
On. I'll add him anyway.
He's talking from my Facebook.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm gonna add him anyway. Don't mess with me. We're gonna be long. We're gonna be Long Island out before long. Let me tell you.
I'm friends with everybody.
That's true. You are friends with most folks. So yeah. So we're dude. I'm really stoked about this limited 50 print book that we're unlocking in like $400 and something. I mean, nice. I'm so thrilled about it because let me see if I can hold on. I'm not trying to give too much away. I put a tease about it on Facebook the other night, but Maya Tarek is who we're going to release a cover from, and I always try to I love everybody, you know what I mean, but I always try to up my game constantly. Mm-hmm. Like our teammates are growing, you know, their skill levels are growing, but when I find, you know, I like all our covers are different, you know, for all of our books, we always do different types of covers, so it's like who's doing something different than what we're doing, you know what I mean, so we can bring on that style and add that to our repertoire, you know what I mean, have something different. But yeah, I'm super stoked, like mad hyped. Yeah, cheers to that. All kinds of shenanigans. Yeah. No, Long Island says we should all back BGD.
Yes.
And Life on Korra.
If nothing else, just because the little lizard things are great.
I know, they're so cute.
And if you don't get the comic, get the plushie.
I've always been that guy. So when I first saw this series, I was super excited about it because I'm that guy that will religiously watch National Geographic and wonder what the fuck the animals are thinking. You know, like, why are you over there watching me take a shit, dude? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and Life on Korra puts you there in the animals' mind frames. You know, they seem a lot more intelligent than normal animals, so I'm going to put that out there. They seem a lot more intelligent than, you know, your normal chameleon or iguana or...
Well, what you got to keep in mind is that, like, they're filling niches each to their own size.
There's a booty on that page there.
You gotta bag BGD just because of the booty. Come on now.
There's some good booty in BGD, let me tell you.
Yourself some booty.
There's some good booty in If It Hops as well, I promise.
Oh, yeah.
And you get to see like 20 pages of Dino Dick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, to be fair, there's not 20. You don't get to see 20 full pages. There is
20 pages, 12 panels per page, Dino Dick.
Yeah, exactly. You will get your fill of dinosaur phallus by the end of the book, I promise. Well, you may not. You may have a healthier appetite than some people. You know, I don't know.
You might want to order a God Dragon after reading it, but that's okay.
Yeah, you know.
And then you got these cute little creatures for Life on Korra.
Because we got to go 100 and 180, right?
That's right. You know, and they're so happy little critters. They're like, help me. So I guess they're not happy little creatures. They look like happy little creatures.
But you want to help them. Look at his face. You want to help.
Jurassic Cocktail. You know, there have been plenty of jokes made revolving Jurassic Cock and Tail in my books. You know, but one fun thing about BGD is I'm always giving you something different, something you haven't seen before. And I do that in all my books. So I'm really stoked about it. You know, oh man, you're in the sauna a lot in the second issue. They're literally going at it in a sauna. And I think one of the coolest things is, and I'm not going to tease you guys with these pages because I've already teased like 4 of them on the Kickstarter and on our Facebook page. But I love how we've all come together, and you know how when you're in a sauna, there's the mist and the steam is in the air and stuff. You can do really cool things with blood splatter in that type of environment, you know, because certain things when arteries pop, it's like a mist. And you've got this water in the air already, so it creates this really cool, almost like fucking Jaws effect in this sauna because you can't see. Like they've cut up the heat so much, so you can't see in there. You know, it's all foggy and whatnot with the steam. So seeing all the blood and stuff like fly up in the air is really, really cool. I'm really enjoying it. You don't just get dinosaur boobs. If you look to the left of the screen, you get human boobs too. They're over there.
Yeah.
You get those. You get quite a bit of those if you hang out in Piece of Tail. You get to see a lot of those. I have so much fun with Piece of Tail. It's not even funny.
Yes, it is.
It is. It is so good. It is so good. Like right now, I just finished laying all the lines down for issue 5 of the book, and I'm thrilled with it. Like I'm so thrilled with it because the fun thing about BGD and the title is everybody's like, I wasn't the first one to say it. So everybody's like, it's all on a name, right? It's all on a name. So you get babes, gore, and dinosaurs all in the same book. But at the same time, it's so much more than the sum of its parts, you know? So you get this really deep, dark, gnarly story underneath this boobacious world that we've created, you know? From serial killers to gang members to, you know, people like religions, you know, religions that don't believe saurians should exist. So you have these crazy zealots out in the middle of the night acting wild and stuff, you know, and it's really cool because it's almost like Blade Runner meets the dinosaur TV show, right? Like that's, you know, it's a lot of fun, and throw in John Wick in there and like a rave, and you're in the middle of BGD. Or what Cyberpunk 2077 should have been, you know, that's, you know, there's a lot of that in there too. If you're a fan of the game or the franchise, I'm a huge fan. So I like to drop in those little nuggets of things that have inspired us to put our books together. Yeah. Talk to me, Mike. I'm feeling Long Island already. Talk to me.
Sorry, I'm tweeting to like everybody right now.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get Mike to associate with me. He's just like, yeah.
He's smoking and drinking, and he's
I
feeling.
love it. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. That's right. I'm with you 100%.
Look, guys, we already have 4 issues ready to go. You know, these are printed. These are done.
Love it.
I have those. Yeah.
And, you know, grown-ups love them. Kids love them. They are for all ages. But it doesn't mean we dumb down the stories.
Right,
you know?
For sure.
It's literally for everybody because that's the kind of stories I grew up with. That's what I like. And these are the kind of stories that I would have read as a kid, like religiously. Right. And I have, you know, with Asterix, Lucky Luke, being a Dutchman, you know, you get the Franco-Belgian comics. And, you know, you see the influences, but you also notice the fact that every story has its own beginning, middle, end in every issue. So, you know, it's always a new kind of thing to explore, new part of the world that we're looking at. And it's just so much fun, you know.
Well, do you guys have any like aquatic stories, like fish stories? That's exciting.
Or is complete.
I remember that. I remember you talking about that. That's right. Yeah. For sure. I love the whole different like biomes that you guys write stories for, right? That's so fun, man. That's so much fun. And you know, one cool thing about Mike, guys, is Mike does this beautiful artwork. Like he's literally putting down this stuff himself, you know, and it blows my mind because I can't do that. So I'm always in awe of the people that go in there and they lay the stuff down, you know.
I'm gonna be real with you. Being able to write has been something that has been completely elusive to me. for the entirety of my life.
You can't have it all, man. Then you're stingy. You're not allowed to have all of it. You know what I mean? You were born with an amazing talent, my friend. You're not allowed to have all the talents. Then we'd be fucking obsolete.
Well, that's why we need all kinds of stories, so we
That's
can
right.
only
Absolutely. That's why we need, Native American soldier stories. We need, naked dinosaur stories. Naked bunny stories.
lots
all
of
kinds of fun stuff.
naked stories.
Naked stories. I'm about that. And then stories with crazy people that lure people into their homes and into their wild parties and whatnot. Those books,
Yes.
All that stuff. And then we need little books with shitty green monsters under the bed. We like them too.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've had a lot of fun with Greed. I can't wait to get into the next issue.
I still have to read them.
Oh,
I still have to get them. The last half year has been like I've been.
Man, but you're like uber busy, dude. Like you don't even have time. I feel like you're that guy that survives off of like coffees and cigars and stuff. Thanks a lot, Caesar. We appreciate it, man.
Caesar, you're awesome, dude. Thank you. Like, my entire life is essentially spent on ramen and pasta because my side job is only 2 or 3 days a week. Otherwise, I'm drawing, and then I'm managing various ends. My company.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta draw.
Yeah. No,
I
for
wish
sure.
I was just a writer.
Yeah,
Would be a lot easier. Trust me.
Yeah, I right now we've got literally 4 books in development. So
It's insane, man.
dude, I'm very thankful. I mean, all our teams are everybody involved is super, super cool, so it's like, I mean, and it's so different, right? If you look at the listener, the art is so different than Greed. You look at Greed, the art is so different from BGD and If It Hops. And it's so incredible to me to see somebody send me a page from one book. And then a couple hours later, I'm not expecting a page from a different book, and it'll come in, and I'm just like, man, that's so cool.
Life is good.
It's like Christmas all the time working in comic books, except when the checks all go sailing out the window. You know what I mean? You're like, hey, everybody got paid. Yeah. Everybody got paid. Where are we at? Oh.
We're eating ramen tonight again.
Yeah, right. Ramen or like frozen peas, whatever you got going on.
There we go.
Well, that's the best thing from getting a colorist as well. Like, because I don't give her any art direction either. I just send her just if there's creatures or whatever that need specific flat colors, I'll do those, and otherwise it's entirely her shit. So every single month I get like 8 to 10, sometimes 12 pages, and it's like, whoa, how do you even manage that?
Well, you ink it too, don't you? You do all the inking and
No.
stuff.
This is La Cora 6 or 5 right now.
I love that, man. Inking takes things to such another level.
Oh man, I love it. It just makes me zen, and I just get to work.
Right. Now, do you use like a light box or?
No. I pencil digitally,
Yeah.
and then I print those out because I got a gigantic A3 printer, so it's
cool. Yeah, for sure.
by 11. And then I ink it traditionally on those, like print it very finely.
Dope.
And then it's straight into scans, put them in the pages, in the raw files, and I send them off to the colorist.
Dude, that's so cool. I was just talking to Devin Massey about his process the other day. He's been in comics for 30 years, 30 some odd years. And he still does it all traditionally. I mean? He still draws everything on paper, then goes, inks it, and then sends it like through snail mail to get it, scanned and whatnot. And it's so cool to me. And like, not to say that, that modern technology isn't cool, because it's phenomenal, but it's so cool to see the dudes that have been doing it for so long come out and they're like, hey, look, what do you think about this? This is dope, right? And you're just like, yeah, man, I'm in, you know, like I'm in, I'm sold on all this stuff. But
and then, yeah, that's the fun of it too. Like I started full traditional with my first comic, and then I flipped completely with full digital because it was cheaper, and I didn't have any money to make it.
right,
And once I started Love from Cora, I needed the first 2 issues completely digital. And with 3, I was like, I need to get back to traditional inking because
Right.
that is so much more fun. It doesn't feel like a drag.
for sure, makes total sense to me.
And like the moment I put my dip pen back on the page, with the first page of Lava Corda 3, I was like, oh my God, we're back, baby.
Yeah, right. I can feel the power.
Yes. Oh my God.
So I just shared your guys' campaigns on Ethan's show, on some other shows too. Yeah,
Sweet.
I just shared your guys' links.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much.
And I just got from my writer that she has 1 story written out now. So I'm going to have to edit tomorrow.
There you go.
Over. So
Get
that's
to work, Mike. Get to work.
I always work. That's the problem.
Right, exactly. Like, I don't have anything else to do. I just got to do some more of this here stuff. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. So we had a cool idea the other day, Bladen and I. So like I said, we have not only my books in the pipe, but he's got 2 books that we're putting out, plus the Australian books we're working on. And he did this cool thing where, like, if you'll see it in the book, you'll see it in issue 2 of BGD. There's a poster from his book in the club, and I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world because it's like little nuances, right? Like he took everybody jokes about R&D, right? Everybody jokes about it, but he was like, I was looking up like stripper locker rooms for like weeks trying to figure out exactly what the layout of this locker room should be like.
I could have told you that. I'm an ex-dancer.
Well, there you go. See, we need to get info from the horse's mouth and whatnot. But
so that's where you and met.
Right. So,
sorry, I couldn't.
No.
We just, he started putting posters in the back room of like our people we knew and stuff, like stories that they were putting out to help promote their stuff, and I just thought it was really, really cool. BGD is like nothing else I've ever seen. Like it's such a breath of fresh air because, like we were talking about earlier, like stories between like this Superman and the Sentry, right?
Yeah.
As wild as Superman is, and he's been around forever. For Marvel to literally be like, well, here's our yellow and blue version of Superman with bleach blonde hair. You know what I mean? This is our Superman. And it was like, man, I don't ever want anybody to fucking say that about my books.
Yeah,
I never want to hear that. You know what I mean? That it's like a knockoff of somebody else's series or anything, or even if it's different, too much alike is a bad thing. Funny enough, when we put out, we started working on If It Hops, the design for Agent C, I wanted to make her a Harley Quinn rabbit. If you look up a Harley Quinn rabbit, they're like show bunnies. They're multicolors and none of them look the same. And I was like, man, that'd be a lot of fun. And then I remember Bladen going, someone's going to say that she's Harley Quinn as a rabbit. And I was like, well, we're not going to color her like that anymore because that's ridiculous, But, people's minds, when you hear certain things, they take you certain places. So the fact that she's silly and she's fun and a killer, I didn't want people to run to these connections because they're very, very different characters. So I was like, fuck, man, we definitely can't color her like that. But she goes through a lot. Like, I'll say this. I put the cast of The Listener through a lot. Like, I put them through a lot. But, I mean, it's a war story. You know what I mean? So they're literally going through the shit anyway. But Maya has a real rough backstory in BGD, you know, and we start showing that off a little bit in this issue and the next issue, things she's been through. You know, one reason that Ricky opened Piece of Tail is, and we're just now starting to show these little nuances, mind you, being in book 2, but he opened Piece of Tail because of the fact that his mother was ill when he was a child. They didn't have a lot, you know, there was no father to speak of. And his sister worked the streets to make sure everybody ate, you know, and there was still a roof over everybody's head and medicine for their mother and stuff like that. So when Ricky was old enough and, you know, had been a mercenary for a while and going to retire, he wanted to make a place for people that did work the street to be safe and not have to live that lifestyle anymore, you know, so, and to do what they wanted to in freedom, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of fun, but that's where he picked up Maya. You know, he picked her up off the street, you know, and taught her how to be a mercenary so she didn't have to live life like that. And we start showing nuances of her life in flashbacks as we get going into the books.
Nice.
Yeah, man, it's brutal. I mean, it's as rough as they come, but I really want people to feel for these characters. Everything I put out, you know, it needs emotional ties, you know, like
the characters need to mean something.
Absolutely, you know, like deaths in our books, with the exception of the listener, because of the fact that Addie can see and speak to the dead and whatnot. Take it easy, Caesar. You know, because of the fact that he can interact with the dead and demons and gods and whatnot, death in the listener is a little bit different. You know, we always said the listener was like the Frighteners meets, you know, oh my gosh, why can't I think of what that? It's totally eluding me. Was the two brothers that were always chasing monsters, and it just ended a couple years ago.
Supernatural?
Huh? Yeah, Supernatural. So
yeah.
it's like it's like the Frighteners meet Supernatural, you know, because he actually has his noble spirits that stay around him, and no one can see them but him. You know what I mean? So it's a cool thing. So death is not always finite in the listener, but all of our other books, there is no dead and coming back.
There's no Dragon Ball. There's no Dragon Ball in the story.
Right? No. Other than, now I mentioned AI and stuff. Other than characters that have uploads, that's a cool part of BGD, in the world of BGD. We have characters that can upload their psyche. So if they die, they have their bodies cloned and come back. That's pretty cool. We've had fun with that. Serenity being one of those. She definitely catches it in book 1. So seeing her in book 2, she's the versed Vijay we see in a BGD book. Yeah, she comes in and just irritates the shit out of Ricky in the sauna. So her and Corvos both, we show Corvos off a little bit in this book as well. Corvos is our big bad that doesn't think he's a big bad. You know what I mean? So he runs the quarter of the city that they're in with like an iron fist, if you will. But he's also taking care of the city at the same time, like making sure other people aren't fucking it up and there's no gang violence in the streets and stuff. But he wants it his way. You know, there is no alternative. So if you stand up like Ricky does, Ricky doesn't give a shit. But at 6'8", is how tall Ricky is, and he dwarfs Ricky. Like,
how tall I am?
Yeah, it's totally 6'8". Yeah, I wish. You know what I mean?
My son's gonna be that tall. He was 11 and he's already 5'2".
Okay, let me.
Good grief!
Are
you really 6'8"?
Oh yeah, no.
He is. He's not bullshitting.
I thought it was a joke.
No.
Holy shit balls. 6'8". So yeah, so it's 6'8". 6'8", Ricky is dwarfed by Corvos, like completely dwarfed by the character. You know, so he's literally sitting at like 8 1/4. You know, looking down at him like he's nothing. You know, so it's a really interesting dynamic between these two characters, because it is literally the David and the Goliath type of concept. You know, but he's not going to back down. He's not scared of him until later on, after they have their first real encounter between the two of them. it kind of is going to put Ricky in a state of mind where he's like, I don't know if I want any part of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, we are at our hour mark, unfortunately.
Oh, hour mark. Oh.
I know, but I have responsibilities.
I do too. They stopped like at 6 hours ago. You know.
That's fair. You guys handle responsibilities. I've got all my writing done. I've got my books out. I'm going to continue Long Island in my kitchen here.
I do want to talk to both of you after the show, but
yeah, please.
Mike Jimmy, where can we find you at?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at _ents. You can find me on Facebook as Mike Jimmy Lortia. Nobody can spell that, so I'm not apologizing for that.
I just call you Mike Jimmy or Mike Jimmy LeBruin. That's all I call you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can always find me on Facebook as Fairies and Ents as well. Fairies with AE and ants, like it's down there. And hit me up. I'm also always in for a chat. If you got a live show that you're running, always like to be a guest, whether it's just talking, shilling my shit, or hanging out.
Right on. We're gonna bring you on the Australian show so we can get you.
Oh yeah, dude! I'd love that.
They're awesome folks over there. We'll make sure to get you on that one. As far as me, you guys can find me anywhere you can put in my name, except for fucking TikTok. Except for TikTok, because I
just made a TikTok.
I need to make one.
I'm gonna try it.
I'm just gonna start dancing around every morning.
I made an indie princess TikTok. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be my TikTok. Life in the comic production.
You should hold up your books and go.
Yeah, just
just a minute of.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Nobody.
Yeah, I'll break it down every morning. You know what I mean? Get down. So, other than that, Instagram, you can look my name up. You can look my name up on anything social media related. And because it is my full-time job, I am connected at the hip. So if you guys holler at me, I'm always.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I'm always going to answer. So feel free. Just call me up, shoot the shit.
And as far as me, guys, there you go. I don't even say it anymore. Linktree indie _princess, and I got to space that out. My wish list is right there too.
Oh, the wish list. I need a wish list.
And buy me things on the wish list. I will wear it on stream.
I'm doing that too, guys. Remember that.
I know RJ got you a couple of things.
Yeah.
You get me some fancy stuff, guys. I'll totally rock it.
I got outfits. I got shoes. I got crowns.
I need crowns. The fuck?
I'm royalty.
That's fair. I need it too, though. I whatever. I don't know about royalty.
Just a tiara string.
Yeah, I just need a little. I just need like a circlet, like they used to wear back in the day. I just need a circlet. I don't even need a fancy thing or anything.
I mean, it can be still about made with pure gold, but
yeah, for sure. If you guys feel like donating that to the cause, I'll rock it. And I'm not built quite like Schwarzenegger and Conan, but I got a pretty good mass about me.
You're built kingly.
Dad bod king. I'm in it. I'm with it.
Sounds good. So we need to get Dustin a crown, and guys, check out my wish list for all the other goodies.
That's right, all the goodies.
And speaking of goodies, check out both of these amazing campaigns.
Hell yeah.
They are going for a couple more weeks. We got 17 more days on BGD, and we have 29 more days on Life on Korra. So go check them out. Link is in the description, the chat. It's all over my social media, their social media. Go check them out, guys.
Check it out.
And we will see you guys not next Saturday, but the Saturday after that for another Backer Shots.
Do they make shoes with fish in them?
They do. Yeah. Yes, they do.
I need those.
Do not. Like, you're just going to buy dead fish for her.
No, I just need them for me. I'm not talking about for her. I need them for me.
Yeah, but the moment they arrive, the fish are already dead.
Next week, the shoe cam will be back, guys.
Bro, I'm putting new fish in them.
On that note, good night, everybody.